That's the one that Susan Polgar is trading at, right?
Yeah.
Look at that?
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah, she created Monster.
Where is the chessboard? We thought we were going to be playing.
we can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
why don't you guys have one?
No, get one, yeah, absolutely.
Grab it.
It's very close. It's
Yes,
upstairs.
grab it.
In the meantime, I met Victor Korchnoi and Anatoly Lin has spoken to me a number of times about chess. And yes, and
he's in Europe.
No, he's in Europe now, but they come to the United States. I was in Las Vegas and played in a tournament and talked to Victor Korchnoi, and his wife was there attending for a number of hours, and also Anatoly Lin. This was 2, 3, 4 years ago, and they mentioned that the old style of chess, Soviet chess, much harder, much different than the newer style of chess. And I was wondering if you could expand on it, because I'm sure you had exposure to Boris Spassky, Smyslov, Mikhail Botvinnik.
Well, look, my hero was Mikhail Tal.
Oh, wow! Riga? Really? Riga?
Yeah. But I have to say, yeah, well, Soviet style was different, but I can't say that I really belong to it because I polished it while I was in prison. I don't know if you know my history.
Yes.
So chess was a great hobby for me. When I was a young boy, I was dreaming to be a world champion. Some moment I understood that probably I will not become, so I became a mathematician. I wanted to be the best mathematician of the world. Some moment I understood probably I will not be. And I was looking where I can be the best, besides that I can be great prisoner. So that's how I went to prison. And while I spent time in prison, I spent a lot of time. It was political prison, so so a lot of time in solitary confinement. Not only in solitary confinement, in punishing cell. In punishing cell, you cannot have chess, you cannot have newspaper. It's dark, it's cold. So, and the idea was that even intellectually you would be weakening yourself, you would be destroyed.
They tried to break you.
Oh yeah, of course. They're keeping me there because they wanted that I would say publicly that they are right and I'm wrong. That is the idea of this political dictatorship. They cannot afford that there will be somebody who is a reason there, because it's dangerous for us to do. And so what I was doing there, I was playing chess in my head. So I played thousands of games. I won all of them. So each next game you are playing for the other side, improving the previous one. So they want you to be weak intellectual, and you feel yourself stronger and stronger. So that was my great weapon. That's why I can't say that it's really Soviet school of chess. But the result was that when I was released and when Garry Kasparov came to Israel with
we just went over your game earlier. We went over your game 5 minutes, 10 minutes before you arrived. The sack on F2 was brilliant.
So, but I have to say, we became then great friends because he then became dissident. But I have to he cannot take easy the loss. So he became very upset. And I said to him, Harry, why are you so upset? After all, you didn't put you until 9 years training. So it's only natural.
1996.
Yeah, that was 1996.
One of the reasons why I'm here is I'm doing a graduate program on using chess to rehabilitate major city schools in the United States, inner city. And when MG mentioned to me that you were here, I begged him I have to be there to ask him a number of questions of whether or not you think chess can be used. Because I think chess was used to build the Soviet society back then in that era. Can it be used in major school districts, inner city schools, where I came from? I learned at 7 years old and I was beating adults by the time I was 9. And I think it really helped me to be where I'm at right now, thinking, making correct decisions. Do you think chess would be, or can you talk about using chess as a method of training underprivileged kids?
Well, first of all, yes. And we in Israel have the same experience. And when the former Soviet Union, 1 million people came. and from them many chess players. So suddenly there was abundance of chess players in Israel. So what they could do, but some of them became training in the schools, and suddenly Israelis discovered that it can help to take a lot of kids from the streets. So, yeah. But
so they did that in Israel?
in Israel in the last 15 years, yeah. And well, I can't say that we had a huge problem, but still, no. Chess as a game was not so popular in Israel. And when you have a lot of kids that you want to involve them in something positive, and you know, it had a very positive influence and also in Jewish villages and in Arab villages. So these Russian Jews started creating these groups, chess, in Druze villages, and so it really had a very positive influence. And all from my experience, I describe it in my book, Fear No Evil, about my prison memories. So when I was arrested, and in the first days, really, and I was accused of high treason, so they say I can be sentenced to death. And I really felt that I couldn't, though I was preparing myself for years that I'll be arrested. But at the moment when they arrested you and they accuse you in high treason, and you understand that that can be there, I feel I cannot concentrate, I can't force myself to think rationally. And then, and suddenly I read the rules in the cell, and I read that every cell has the right to have a chessboard. It's not a punishing cell, really. So I immediately say, here the rules are written that I have the right to have chess. I said, please give it. He said, but you are yourself. They are not used to this. You don't have money, but there will be somebody else. Then you will give you a chessboard. I said, it is not written in your rules that there must be two. I demand because it's written. So it's really interesting how bureaucracy works. They went to consult. Then the rules are the rules. Okay, we'll give you. So I immediately started suddenly. It was like in poetic thinking. I couldn't concentrate. But here, so I think, okay, there is one variant of French defense, which I was once playing here, and many years ago, and I couldn't find the best move. No, that is very rare thing. Usually it's believed to be very bad for black, but I like to play it. So I started analyzing. And I analyze very quickly, but I can't stop. I go very quickly to the end. Okay, well, I have to do it again and again. And after half an hour or whatever, I start doing it slower and slower because I think. And then in a couple of hours, I really became very calm, and I would start thinking logically. And then I said, okay, now let's concentrate. What should be my defense against KGB? And started thinking about the rules, that I really wrote the tree of aims and means of what that my aim should be, not to help them, to unmask them, to learn their methods. Okay, how I'm doing it? By giving these answers and refusing to give these answers. And I really built logic of all my, and then for a year and a half of interrogations, I was all the time thinking logically. But what helped me to come to this was from this absolutely feverish state of mind, was the chess took me back to normal logic, the thing that I really understand and I analyze. And then I tried to apply it. So no doubt that chess can discipline your way of thinking and planning your life for sure. So it's not exactly the case of problematic kids, but the idea is the same: how to help the people to make their life rational, to make decisions rationally.
Correct decisions. Okay,
Yeah.
excellent.
I guess kind of a follow-up question to that is,
Yeah.
like, I agree that there are a lot of positive influences of chess that can make you think rationally, but it also makes some people kind of go crazy and think irrationally. Like, why do you think that happens?
Bobby Fischer?
Yeah, Paul Murphy.
Paul
I'll
Murphy.
tell you, I can tell my wife will probably agree with you. What are you crazy? So important things, what you're doing here, playing with somebody. Because no, there is some danger, because it is, the life is complicated. And there are some risks, there are problems. And here, playing chess, you can enjoy the feelings of competition, victory, despair. You can go through all the different feelings that make your life full simply by playing one chess game. So it is so easy to turn its kind of place of exile. You exile from all these challenges that you cannot face, or you are afraid that you will not be able to. And you go to the board, and it is as if it is a life. So there is always danger that it can become instead of the life. So the line between when it helps you to live or when it replaces the life is very thin line. By the way, that's one of the reasons why I didn't become a professional chess player, because I saw at some moment that everything, physics, history, whatever interests me, it will all can disappear from my life. In order to be successful professionally, you really have to decide that is your life.
It's a very hard balance.
Yeah, very hard balance. And it's so easy to simply to go into the chess and never come back. Well, Fischer, of course, is extremely tough.
In Israel, when you're a deputy minister in 2001 to 2004 or 5, did you play chess?
Deputy Prime Minister.
Yes, deputy prime minister, and also your minister of trade and a few other major important groups.
Well, today also I have very little time to play, but no.
But do you use it to exercise your mind to escape?
Look, now there is an opportunity which didn't exist then. You can always go to the computer and to find somebody in the world who at this moment is free to play, and you can see that his level is more or less what you want. And that's something very, very dangerous. My wife hates computer because of this. Because she can lose her husband suddenly. We are just doing something and that's really dangerous. But well, look,